Gustav Forsling with 7 shots on goal. Not one wants to go in. Timo Meier wanted to steal all the shots on goal from Tomas. Michael Bridges decided not to rebound as well. It was a rough night, to say the least. It was a rough night. Hey man, Kyle Schwarber though, he got his run. Kyle Schwarber got his run. We got to take our wins where we get them. Even if it was just one win, we'll still take that. Even though we had 3 L's yesterday, we'll take that one win, and we will focus on that one win. Kyle Schwarber hitting that in the second inning. I got to take my wins where I get them because they do not come often. So let's move on now to this Wednesday, November 2nd, and let's start off in the NHL. And I got the Buffalo Sabres on the money line at +110 versus the Penguins on FanDuel. Pittsburgh's coming off a heartbreaking loss to Boston last night. Bruins coming back from 3 goals down and then winning it in OT. That was very sad for Pittsburgh. I don't really care about the Penguins, though. They're Pittsburgh, you know what I mean? But it was still sad to see a team, give it up in the end. They're on a 5-game losing streak right now, the Pittsburgh Penguins, also coming off a back-to-back. So those are 2 things that I'm kind of liking for Buffalo here. And the Sabres are coming off a huge win against the Detroit Red Wings. 8-3, Tage Thompson has a 6-point game. Really like that. That's very, very good to see. I like the juice on this at +110. I really do. I think you're getting Buffalo here at a nice price. The Sabres are 3-2 at home this season. The Pittsburgh Penguins are 0-5-1 on the road this year, and they're coming off a back-to-back. So Tristan Jarry played last night. It's most likely going to be Casey D. Smith in between the pipes for Pittsburgh. He's 0-2-1 with a 3.0 GAA. Only thing about this man that's crazy is he's been pretty impressive against Buffalo. He has 3 shutouts against this team in his career and a 3-2-1 record with a 1.83 GAA, which is pretty damn sexy. The thing is, though, this Buffalo team this year is different than Buffalo teams in years past. So I'm going to take those career statistics with a grain of salt for Casey DeSmith. It's probably not going to be Tristan Jarry. I would be shocked if Tristan Jarry is going to get the back-to-back here. It's going to be Casey DeSmith. And if that's the case, I really do. I think Buffalo is going to get this thing done. I do. I really think they're going to get it done. Right now, 70% of the handle is on Buffalo to win this thing straight up. But I'm not going to lie. If Eric Comrie is in between the pipes for Buffalo tonight, we still don't know. I'm probably going to be shitting myself. It's been a little bit rough for this man. He gave up 3 goals on 18 shots against the Red Wings the other night. He has a 3.33 GAA and a 3-3 record. He's been below a 90% save rate 3 times already this season. But I still like this game just because Pittsburgh's coming off a back-to-back. I like how Buffalo's been playing as of late. So I'm going to ride with this one with the juice at +110 on FanDuel. I'm going to do it. Even if it is Comrie in the net, I'm riding with Buffalo here. They're my dog. They're my dog of the day. This might be one that Pittsburgh totally obliterates them just because of what happened last night against the Boston Bruins. But I'm taking the Buffalo Sabres here on the money line +110 on FanDuel. Let's move on to the NBA. I got Brook Lopez points and rebounds at over 19.5 at -125 on DraftKings. Lopez, he's hit this in 4 of 6 games this year. He's hit it in his last 2, which is very, very exciting to see. Detroit, they just cannot defend anybody inside. It's been rough inside the arc. They have the second worst 2-point percentage D in the NBA at a 56.5% that they're giving up on the inside. 56.7% of Brook Lopez's shots come from inside, so possibly a lot of hook shots, maybe some dunks and some layups for Brook Lopez in this game. And the Pistons also have trouble rebounding the basketball. They give up the 4th most rebounds per game at 48.4. So, Brook Lopez, he can get those double-digit boards maybe. Maybe if he has, 13 points and 9 boards, dude, we're all good. We're going to go way above that. So I really like that. The only thing that scares me about this game, 2 things scare me about this game. Giannis exploding and stealing all the rebounds. And right now the books have this spread at 11.5 for Milwaukee. So if they blow this thing open, He's most likely not going to play in the fourth quarter. He's not going to get minutes down the stretch, so he could maybe get hooked here if he doesn't get the minutes that I hope he gets. Even with all that being said, I think he's going to hit this. He hit it his last game in just points alone, over 19.5. I like this. I really think he's going to hit this at -125 on DK. Even with the juice, I'm going to pay up the juice. Even with some of the risk, I'm going to pay the juice up. So give me Brook Lopez over 19.5 points and rebounds at -125 on DK. So let's move on now to the Cleveland Cavaliers at +2 against the Boston Celtics at -107 on PointsBet. I love this, man. The Cavs, dude, I actually love the Cavs to win this game straight up. The only reason I'm not going to take them to win this thing straight up is because they just won in Boston last week. I don't know if Boston's going to come back and get this thing done, but I like the +2. I'm going to lay the points with Cleveland. Right now, the Cavs are on a 5-game winning streak. They're 5-1 ATS, and they're undefeated ATS at home. They're 3-0 against the spread at home. Boston's 3-3 ATS and 1-1 ATS on the road. Again, this is a final Eastern Conference final matchup between these two. I really like them, man, to cover these points. I really do. I really expect Cleveland to even win this game. I just can't get myself to take them on the money line, but I can take them at this +2. So, Boston's also lost 2 of their last 3. So, so I just can't take Cleveland because I wouldn't be shocked if Boston comes in there to Cleveland, gets this thing done because of what Cleveland did on their home floor. But I don't see Cleveland losing this thing by more than 2. So, give me the Cleveland Cavaliers at +2 versus the Boston Celtics at -1. I also like the juice, -107 on PointsBet. And then let's move on to our last bet of the day. Back to game 4 of the World Series. Bro, 7-0 Phillies. What the fuck? That was crazy. But we all know what happens, bro. When you piss off the Astros like that, you don't poke that bear. You don't poke that Dusty Baker bear. And that's why I'm taking Aaron Nola at over 1.5 earned runs allowed at -130 on DK. Last 2 starts for Aaron Nola. Game 1 of the World Series, he gave up 5 runs. And he also gave up 6 runs in Game 2 of the LCS against the San Diego Padres. Dude, Houston's bouncing back hard, man. I really see it. You can't... A team that... This is the thing about Houston, man. This is one of the best cheating teams in the entire MLB. You can't mess around with a team that cheats like them. They're one of the best cheaters that we've ever seen in baseball. So... with that being said, I really, really like them to bounce back in this game just because of how embarrassed they got. So they have to be, okay, they're like, oh, dang, dude, we didn't read those signs good enough. We got to read them better next time, So, with that being said, but all honesty, though, Dusty Baker, one of the best managers in baseball history, he's going to get his team to come out. They're not going down 3-1. Hey, maybe Philly does win this game, but if they do, Houston's putting up runs. I like that Aaron Nola's given this up in his last 2 starts, and all he has to give up is 2 here. Even with the juice, I'm going to pay up for it. This is Houston, man. They're going to get it. I think they're going to get 2 to 3 runs on Aaron Nola in this one. They're going to come out blazing. So give me Aaron Nola over 1.5 earned runs at -130 on DK. So that's it, y'all. That's my Wednesday, November 2nd. We'll see what hits. Hopefully we have a better day. Please don't do me like yesterday. This has been Booksmart, and I'll talk to you guys later.